What's up guys, this is Scher talking, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I have news for Disney Pixel RPG. They just released a new banner. Is it really new? Because we have old characters. And it's called Featured Gacha. This is super important for you to understand, because that was also how they call it Aurora in Maleficent banner. And those characters are either already on the Premier Gacha or will be added to the Premier Gacha. Why is that? Because they released limited time banners and they were Belle and the Beast. With that said, it is a much better approach for free-to-play players to summon on limited time banners, because we don't know when they will rerun or if they will ever be added into the normal Premier Gacha. But now, we have this banner, Genie and Donald Duck. Are they good enough for you to pull for them? And Donald Duck, the answer is no. Yes, although Donald Duck was a good character to start your account at release, he just won't stay relevant because he does have a price here, AoE attack, but he does have Yellow Striker, so he will do more damage to enemies weak to Yellow Striker. But there is a big issue with him that you cannot even see here because the game does not allow you to see the EX attack of a character. But then, look, Donald Duck EX skill allows him to deal heavy damage to an enemy after attacking 3 times, but after he himself attacked 3 times. So, if you limit break him, he gets the defense down effect that works most of the time, but not always. And then, after the enemy already has defense down, you can do more and more damage. You will then able to do extra via his EX attack. But he does have some problems with his design. His attack is AoE, and EX Q is single target. That would not be much of a problem for characters like Mulan that can sometimes trigger every turn, but not as always. But it is also a type of effect that you prefer for the likes of Cinderella, that can trigger every turn heavy damage to an enemy when under 3 or more support effects. This can trigger every turn. So Cinderella, if only relying on her EX skill, is better than Donald Duck is. Well, she's also better than Mulan and better than Maleficent if you don't need to go for full AoE, because Maleficent EX skill is based on AoE. Well, Maleficent is still the best AoE attacker under the right situations. Her EX skill is area based, unlike all the other characters that attack with AoE and then on the EX skill go for single target. But she needs her attack up to be at level 5 or more to deal damage to the enemies. That can come from external sources. For example, Belle and Genie can buff level 3 if they have 2 limit breaks. So at a turn 2 you can already reach that potential, or you can give a seed that will give her an ability that gives attack up a level 2, and then at turn 1 limit break for either Belle or Genie, you can get enough to keep triggering Maleficent from turn 1 onward. So she's a better AoE, especially, even though that doesn't mean much since boss fights are now a current game single target based. Even if there are some minions on the start, eventually you kill them and you get to focus on the boss. Okay, so that's why I don't think Donald Duck is a good pick right now. You should just forget about him. But what about Genie? As for Genie, the situation is pretty different. Genie is a meta character, and now you have a focus. You can try to get him and you have 1.5% chance to do so. There are plenty of interesting things about Genie, even though Genie clashes with some builds in the game right now. But let's talk about Genie as he is. For example, we have level 2 attack up and level 2 damage reduction by using a skill with 20 SP cost. Both effects last for 3 turns. So you can even use it every 2 turns if you are using a squad with low SP generation. And if you limit break Genie at least once, you're gonna get a level 2 evasion for 3 turns. Evasion can help a lot, and you can reach level 4 with ease for those, and level 4 is good enough even if you don't have extra limit breaks. And the only aspect that is kind of good but not so much is the EX skill of Genie, although it's much better than Donald Duck. You need to be at 75 or more HP in order to use a skill and then have the EX skill trigger that will deal heavy damage to one enemy. But that's pretty good since you want Genie to keep buffing to get the so unique damage reduction effect. The reason why you may not want to use Genie is based on another character entirely. And that character is Belle. Why? Belle is an offensive buffer, so she has crit chance up, crit attack power up, and attack up. I have her fully maxed in my account, and she has a very good EX skill. When she has crit chance up at level 2 and attack up at level 2 as well, she will use an area attack. That also covers somehow part of what Donald Duck does without the yellow striker. And because she has attack up alongside her buffs at limit break 1, she clashes with Genie a little. She does prefer to bring Pooh. Pooh does not clash at all with Belle. At the first buff, we have defense up and HP regeneration for 3 turns. At the first limit break, Pooh gets evasion. Evasion, that clashes with Genie. Eventually, it will be better to always try to avoid clashings with your characters. But that is only if your Belle has at least 1 limit break and is also buffing attack up. If your Belle does not have limit break, we already know now that Belle was limited, so she cannot trigger her attack up. Then she totally wants to be paired up with Genie, because Genie will give what she needs to trigger her EX skill. That is an attack up, that in the case of a non-limit break Belle, comes from Genie. Genie buff that has damage reduction is unique for a premium unit, but we all know that this type of effect will likely happen in a new future premium character. So I believe that they will eventually just make a character that will give you defense up and damage reduction, and instead of giving evasion, will give you something else, either HP regeneration or other type of effect, but fully defensive maybe, just like Belle is full offensive. So that's why I say if you have at least 1 limit break off Belle, you can skip Genie. And even then, I do believe it's better to just skip him entirely, because we need at least 12,000 gens in order to PT a character. And you should focus more on limited time characters than normal ones, since they will eventually go into the Premier Gacha, and we get so many tickets for free that eventually we will get these characters for free as well, saving us resources that should be used into limited time characters. Anyway, I think that's the end of this video. Although Genie is meta and a good one, take into the consideration if you have Belle or not, and if you have gens to spend as well, because I will say that we are just too close to a new event where we can probably get even better characters in the near future. Thanks so much for watching this. If you agree or not, say here on the comment section. If you want to help the channel, we also have links on the description. Don't forget to join our Discord server where we talk about Disney Pixel RPG and other RPGs in general. I hope to see you soon in the next video or live stream. Goodbye.